How's it going, everybody? We're back again with another episode of Too Fast, Too Duelists. I'm here, as always, with my lovely partner, the head of the channel, Dakota.
Hello.
So, for those of you who don't know or haven't been keeping up with this is a series where we run through a wheel that has all the skill cards in YuGiOh Speed Duel. We each get one skill per episode, and then we basically have 20 minutes to make a deck around that skill. And we take those decks after 20 minutes, we compete in a match best 2 out of 3. And as always, guys, being a YouTube channel, traffic is key here. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We would love to see some more comments down in the comment section. They've been a little barren lately. Anything you want, whether we had some misplays that you guys caught, any good or bad feedback, any ideas for future episodes or series you want to see, leave it below. We'll be there. So, barring anything else, are you ready to get to the wheel, Dakota?
I am so ready for this. I'll go ahead and I'll spin first.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna attack.
Is that the Joey's one?
It is a Joey one.
I did it!
Hey, you're the man, Joey!
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah, this is on the ban list.
Yeah.
It's limited, isn't it? Yeah, it's limited to 3.
Yeah.
So does that count towards your other limited 3s?
Yeah, so like anything
Like you can't run any of the 3s now because of this skill card.
Yeah, I don't know how much of an impact putting this card in the 3 section has on the actual game itself, but yeah, I think the idea was like, put it in there just because if they're running any of those other cards, like those cards are also now cut back in quantity as well.
Interesting. So we have I'm just gonna attack, which is a Joey skill. For skill activation, at the start of the duel, flip this card over, and it has the following effects. During your main phase, you can make one monster you control gain 100 attack until the end of this turn, and during your battle phase, when your opponent activates a trap card, you can negate its effect and set that card. Each of these skills can only be used once per turn.
All right, so I can increase a monster's attack by 100, and my skill card is also red reboot.
Yes.
All right.
So because it's in the limited 3, does that mean you can only use it 3 times per duel?
No, it means like any other skill card, you only play one copy of a skill card always.
Yeah.
But anything else in that 3 section, because you're playing that skill card, those other cards are going to either be played at 2 or like 1 of one and 1 of another.
So for example, you could only run 2 Cyber Dragons now if you wanted to, not 3.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
All right. So interesting card. Again, I know that card was, I guess, meta relevant when it comes to speed duels, but whenever I've read that card, it just I don't know. I don't see what the hubbub is about.
Yeah, the 100 attack buff is really not much to write home about.
No, I mean, I think people would like pair it up with high attack normal summons like YuGiOh.
Yeah,
So, like you make it 2300, and I guess you get to negate a trap. But
that effect's nice.
Yeah,
But
especially if you're going in blind. Yeah, if you're going in blind, it's like what you have this deck. You could probably build it to go second, not have to worry about your opponent's trap cards, make a big beater, plow right through, I suppose. But since now that you know that I'm playing it, I don't know. It just sounds a lot worse now. But let's just see what you're getting. It's you land on a skill card that specifically mentions like trap cards.
Yeah. So I'm either going to run a lot of trap cards to counteract the once per turn, or I'm going to play no trap cards.
Yeah. So your card is called Under Pressure.
Me every duel here on this channel.
Bastion card.
Who?
Bastion from
GX.
Yeah.
Okay, Under Pressure. It's a Bastion skill. For skill activation, at the start of the duel, flip this card over. For the effect, activate this skill while you control Pyo Zenryu. Once per turn, you can reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, and then, if any of the following monsters are revealed, apply the appropriate skills in sequence. Then place the revealed cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. Carbon Eden. Its effect is 1 Hyozen Ryu you control gains 1000 attack for the end of this turn. Hydrogeddon. 1 Hyozen Ryu you control is unaffected by your opponent's monster effects till the end of the turn. And Oxygeddon. Destroy 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, then inflict 800 damage to your opponent. So it sounds like I'm very much locked into cards. You are not.
Yeah, so like you're playing Hydro Get On, Oxy Get On, Carbon Get On,
Where's
and
Armageddon?
yeah,
You
there's
know,
no
like where's Bruce Willis and his drill team?
yeah, no Oblivion, King of Armageddon, no End of the World. So I guess I think like that deck tries to like turbo out Water Dragon.
Yeah, because don't you need Oxy and Hydro to get him?
Yeah, but like I think you also need like a spell card to go in tandem with it. But then it's making you play, if I'm not mistaken, that first card name that was on that skill card is that old school dragon.
Yeah, that's like a 7-star, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hyozen Ryu. I'm pretty sure it is exactly what you're saying.
What does that card have anything to do with Water Dragon? And
It is. It's that old school, like, original Yu-Gi-Oh card. Was that card printed in LOD?
I think
or
it
LOB?
was. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Legend of Blue Eyes.
Yeah, it's a 7-star monster with 2100 attack, 2800 defense, and it's vanilla. What a shit card to have to require my effects to pop off.
Yeah.
Because not only does it not have great attack for a 2 tribute monster, I have to get it on the field with no help.
On the plus side, you know that I like to buff my monsters. So like if you can just get his fat ass on the board, like you're
He's
good.
not even fat. He's a skinny dragon.
No, but he's got a fat ass.
Oh, you can't see it. It's off the card. They couldn't fit it in that little box.
You said it was what, 28 defense?
28D.
Yeah, there's no normal summon like 4-star that you're getting out that can squash that.
Dude's packing heat. He's got a big D.
Yeah, just like him. If you get him out on the board, you're solid.
Yeah, then my entire strategy is live. Until that point, though, ooh,
You're just gonna have to play 3 copies of that
pretty much.
plain Jane vanilla card.
I'll have to play 3 copies of that and at least probably 1 or 2 of the other cards.
Yeah.
Because I need to see them for those effects to activate.
Another cross series duel going on here.
The Godfather of games versus a guy who looks like a random Duel Links NPC.
Man, you're really hating on Bastion, man.
He does. He looks vanilla as shit. Like if you're playing a game, you're hearing about that game. It's like, oh, guess the anime protagonist, and it's a group of guys who look like Bastion, and then just Yugi Moto in the middle, and like, oh, I know who the protagonist is here.
Yeah,
He's not the protagonist.
he is like the Boy Scout of the show. Like, oh guys, we shouldn't be doing this. Like, it's against the rules.
Like,
and I think his character is just like he's so focused deck building and like tech cards. He uses algorithms to determine like ratios of cards and what kind of one card you should have in your deck. But like he lacks, I guess, that winner's intuition. Like he would be the guy that's like, you know, oh man, like if I switch everything to attack, I win the game. But he has a set card. It could be Mirror Force. I'm gonna play around it, and the opponent doesn't have Mirror Force, so it's like you could have won, but then on the crackback, he loses the turn because he didn't go for the kill.
I hope he doesn't realize this is my driver's license face down.
Yeah, that's Bastion.
Then I place a card face down. Fuck it. Man, I sure hope Kaiba doesn't realize that's just my suspended driver's license.
Which would explain why he's only in raw yellow. You know, second tier duelist.
He doesn't have the drive to be an obelisk blue.
Yeah. All right, man. So yeah, Bastion versus Joey.
Yeah.
Let's get into
let's
deck
get into
building.
it, man.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we are back after 20 minutes of deliberation with the cards available in this card pool. Unfortunately, I got a Bastion skill that requires me to play Hyozen Ryu. I don't think I've ever played this monster before, ever in my like 20-ish years of Yu-Gi-Oh on and off. I said during the beginning, he looks like a Duel Links random CPU character. So I'm expecting this deck to go like you're playing against a Duel Links CPU. I'm expecting an easy win for Dakota, but I'm going to go down swinging if I do. Starting off the deck with the best of my main monsters, I have 3 Carboneddin. So he has 2 effects. The first one is if it battles a fire monster during damage calc, he gains 1000 attack during damage calc only. Probably not going to be using that one, but the second effect is why I'm running 3 of him. I can banish him from the graveyard, special summon from my hand or deck 1 level 7 or lower dragon normal monster in phase of defense position. So that gives me instant access to Hyozen Ryu from hand or deck. 3 Hydrogeddon He's basically, I'm running 3 of all the main ones here just because it works best with the skill to make sure I can see them. The 3 Hydrogeddon, his effect is when he destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, I can special summon Hydrogeddon from my deck. 3 Oxygeddon, if he's destroyed by a Pyro monster and sent to the graveyard, each player takes 800 damage. Again, probably not going to be using that, but who knows, because Dakota can throw literally anything he wants at me. Now, the main event, the piece that is his nonce, the Hyozen Ryu. 3 copies of him. Not great attack for a 3-star, or I don't know why I said 3-star, a 2 tribute monster. That's what I was going for. Pretty good defense, especially if he gets summoned with Carboneddon, because he goes right to defense, so that'll hopefully hold him for a turn. But with the skill, he can get bumped up to 3100, which is very nice. For game 1 only, for now, I'm playing 3 copies of this equipped spell, Bashing Shield. It can only be equipped to a normal monster, normal summoned or set monster, sorry. And it gains 1000 attack, and I take no damage from battles involving it, which is maybe nice. We'll see. Soul Exchange. I have 1 copy here, 1 in the side deck, just in case I can't get to Carboneddon. I would like to tribute Dakota's monsters as well, because I'm a dick. 3 copies of Metal Reflex Slime, tribute fodder, but also to put up a wall in case I can't see my searcher. And Zone with a Spirit, because it got used to great effect last duel, so I wanted a little piece of that action. I'm kind of expecting him to use it again just because it works so well for him, and he's also not held back to anything deck wise, so could be a problem, but we'll see. As far as the side deck goes, 2 copies of Night Beam for removal, the 2nd Soul Exchange, and finally 3 copies of Floodgate Trap Hole, because that worked out real well for me last time. So I figured, why not just keep it a mainstay this week and see how it goes. That's my deck. It's just, you know, Hyozen Ryu with the 3 monsters listed on my skill card, and then ways to put up a wall or sacrifice monsters in the meantime if I can't see those cards. Not expecting a whole lot out of this, but there's at least a central strategy to work towards, so let's get out there and see if we can pull it off.
All right, guys, we're back after 20 minutes, and I really needed this. So from my understanding is that the skill card that I landed on was actually pretty meta relevant to where that they had to put it on the list, but I just don't understand it. It sounds like a weird skill card, you know, buff it by 100. It just sounds like something that would have been really effective when you're playing, like, you know, old Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle City rules. And yeah, Speed Duels is like pretty dumbed down compared to your modern format, but I mean, these decks can do some pretty crazy stuff. Me and Cody have done some weird shenanigans before in the past, and you can't do weird stuff with this. It's just like battle manipulation pretty much. But since I'm not restricted to anything, I'm also just playing cards that whatever fits my appeal. So we're playing 2 copies of Breaker the Magical Warrior. This is just because he can buff himself by 300, putting him up to 19. The skill could then put him to 2000. And then I can also just remove a counter from him and destroy a Stellar Trap. 2 Kaiku has decent attack stats. Plus, I think Cody actually needs to have stuff in his graveyard, so this can help remove those. 2 Strike Ninja. This is just because of his attack is decent, but also because he's a dart. We're playing 2 Charging Gaia. This is just a tribute summon monster that can just normal summon himself. If I normal summon him, he only has 19 attack, but you know, that's not too bad either. 2 Allure just for some additional draw power. Everything else that we're playing except for Gaia is a dart. We're playing this card I've never seen before, Unbreakable Spirit. So if I only control 1 face-up monster, target that monster. Until the end phase of the turn, it gains attack equal to the attack of your opponent's monster that they control with the lowest attack. If he has his big dragon on the board, he attacks my monster is going to gain 2100. But even if he has like the Hydrogen on, you know, boosting my monster by 1600 is still pretty good. We're playing 2 copies of Final Attack Orders. I've known that this card has existed for a long time, but I've never actually played this card before. But it makes all monsters that are face up switch to attack position. So I'm kind of just playing this card because I know that with me playing specifically beaters, and he has to play some cards that, you know, are just text cards specific for his skill. Some of his cards are quite small. I can just run them over. We're playing 3 copies of Shrink. So I wanted to look into what was all available in Speed Duels, specifically Battle Tricks, and a lot of them were trap cards. I was trying to find something that was a quick play spell because I want to have something that I can use on my battle phase going second. So Shrink being able to cut one of his monsters in half is pretty good, making my monsters very easily to run over his. Finally, one Zoma. Again, since I'm just focused on, you know, attacking his monsters, clearing the board, getting in for direct as much as I can. Zoma being a 1800 beater is pretty nice, but he'll also have to start to think twice if I start getting a lot of damage on him, whether or not how he can remove the Zoma. For the side deck, I don't know if he's going to be playing a lot of back row cards. Just in case, we're playing 3 copies of Night Beam. And finally, we're playing 2 copies of Massive the Accursed. This is kind of just insurance. If my strategy is not working, I can side this in. And if he just pops off like crazy, I can equip this to his dragon potentially. And now it can't attack. And every time it's my standby phase, he'll lose 500 life points. Hopefully it doesn't resort to that. Hopefully my deck can just do what it's meant to and just crush. But just in case, we do have this. Yep, that's the deck profile. I haven't played a strategy like this ever. So this is going to be kind of new for me. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
All right, well, 20 minutes is up. We're in.
Yes. I needed pretty much all 20 minutes. It came down to the wire.
Not that much. I was ready after about 10, 11 minutes.
Well, based on your skill card, it's like, well, I know I need this, this, and this. So like right there is like 2/3 of the deck.
I had like a little over half my deck already made up for me. So it was just finding the rest of the pieces.
Yeah, mine's weird. Again, I still don't find the appeal to this skill card. I don't know. Like, I like going first.
Yeah.
I like having setup, but I'm not sure if like going first is the best for this. I don't even know if like how I built it, if going first or second is best. I'm just gonna roll with whatever. But
that's the beauty of Speed Duels, man. We don't get time to test this stuff out.
Yeah. And because I ran down to the wire, I didn't even get to do test hands. So like I don't even know how these ratios are gonna play out.
Man, I never do test hands. That's why I always lose.
There's my lucky die. All right.
Who needs a lucky die when you've got skill?
Aha! I'll take the luck.
Skill only takes you so far, kids. You need a little luck in there, apparently.
I'll try it. I'll try going second.
Okay. All right,
So,
stand by to main.
Says I have to activate this at the start.
Oh yeah, I
of
do
the
too.
duel.
There we go.
All right.
Okay. Skills are live. I will start this main phase with a humble set
All right.
and set. And over to you, my friend.
I will draw. Anything in standby.
Nope.
All right, we'll go to main. Let's try normal summoning the charging Gaia.
Oh boy. It is a big boy.
It is at 19 because I just normal summoned it.
Yeah. If this card is tributed, you can add 1 lackluster soldier monster from your deck to your hand. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, one could say that. So
Hey, I mean, you could get like chaos if you're running chaos.
I guess I'll use my skill. I'll buff him by 1, putting him up to 2,000.
Okay.
And I will set 1 and 2, and we'll go battle.
All right.
I will try to get in there with 2,000.
That will be a successful attack on my Carbon Eden.
Battle is a fire monster. Well, you're shit out of luck when it comes to that.
Did you read the second effect?
Banish this from the graveyard. Special summon from your hand or deck a level 7 or lower dragon normal monster. Oh, well, this card just cheats out. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I've seen this card before, and I know I've read it before, but I haven't played a strategy like this, so like the whole thing just seems irrelevant to me.
So whenever I draw into Heroes and Ryu now, I have a cheat to get him out in the field.
You don't even need to draw it. It says it specials it from deck too.
Well, you know.
Well, you know,
whenever I feel the time is right.
You know, it's already in my hand, so I might as well, right?
Thin the deck out a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn, so I'll just pass it over.
All right.
Oh, we got a viewer.
We usually do for some reason.
For
some reason, when we record Speed Duels, we usually get at least 1 viewer. Okay. Well, stand by to main.
That is okay.
Yeah, I'm going to use the effect here.
All right. No response.
To banish. And then over to you.
Not even using the skill. All right. Standby.
There's a
anything?
reason for that. Nothing in standby.
All right, we'll go to main. Let's start by activating Allure of Darkness.
That's fine.
All right, let's draw. Strike Ninja. Let's normal summon Breaker, and I'll use the effect to give it a counter. I'll use his effect to pop the back row. Ooh. Okay. Let's set one and pass it over.
Let's start main with a cool set.
Okay.
We're going to switch Hyozen and Ryo to attack mode.
Sure.
And now we're going to activate the skill.
Okay. Yeah.
Soul Exchange. Bashing Shield. Carbonetin. And Oxygeddon. So I get the effects then. Oxygeddon went first. Or no, Carbonetin went first. So that effect will go first in sequence.
Wait, what?
So they have to be resolved in sequence.
Oh, okay.
So since Carbonetin went first, Hyozen Ryu gains 1,000 attack till the end of this turn.
Okay.
And with Oxygeddon going out, I can now destroy one of your face-up monsters and inflict 800 damage to you.
All right. Which monster?
I'm gonna go with Gaia
Okay.
for the effect.
So that will die, and I'll take 8.
Yes.
Okay.
And now I will battle phase.
Doesn't these? Yeah. Then place the revealed cards on the bottom of the deck in any order.
Okay. In battle phase, I will
Sure.
attack Breaker.
So he's at 31.
He's at 31.
Okay. Let me think. Oh man.
So this would be 1,500 damage if this attack goes through.
Anything in damage step.
For me?
Yeah.
No.
All right. In damage step, I activate Shrink, and I'll target your dragon to cut it in half.
So it's at 1,550.
Just small enough.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'll pass there.
All right. I will draw. Go standby. Main.
In standby,
Sure.
I'm gonna activate Zoma the Spirit.
That will be bomb.
See, I can get around your skill.
I think I just want to go for getting it done as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and we'll normal summon Haiku.
Ooh.
I will use my skill and I will buff him by 100.
When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can target 2 monsters in the graveyard, banish the targets. Your opponent cannot banish cards from either graveyard. Okay.
And then I'll go battle phase.
All right.
I'll attack with Breaker.
Okay. If it's a 1,600 for you, and that's a 1,900 for me at the next attack.
Yep. And then I will activate my own Zoma.
Okay.
Move that over here and I'll get in for another 18. And I'll pass it back.
Stand by the main.
Yep.
Normal summon Hydrogeddon.
Sure.
Battle phase.
Yep.
Attack Zoma.
All right. Okay. There we go.
I have a feeling Zoma is going to be popping up more and more now in Speed Duel, unless we change that.
I mean, we can see why it's on the list.
Yeah, I know.
All right, buddy. Game 2.
I'm gonna go first this time, actually.
You went first last time.
I know what I said.
All right. Let's activate them.
Oh, it's doing the thing again.
All right.
Are we in main one?
Yes, we are back.
Okay. So we're gonna start with a normal summon of Oxygeddon,
Okay.
followed by a set,
All right.
and we will pass to you.
Sure. I will draw. Anything in standby.
Nope.
Go to main phase. Go ahead and we will normal summon Breaker and use the effect.
On summon.
What's that? That will definitely do that thing.
Some repeat cards from last week. Okay.
Let's set 1, set 2, set 3.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah.
What's his defense stat? 1,000?
It's 1,000.
All right. Stand by to main.
Sure.
Let's get in there with a normal summon of Hydrogeddon, as well as another set. I'm going to go battle phase.
Okay.
I'm going to attack first with the Hydrogeddon.
Damage step.
Drink. Yeah. Hit 1,000 defense.
1,000 defense.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't die.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it back. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to attack with Oxygeddon.
That is fine.
Okay. And I will pass to you.
I will draw. Go stand by anything?
Nope.
We'll go to main phase. Let's activate Mask of the Occurrence.
Oh.
I'll equip it to the Oxygeddon.
Okay, that's fine.
And we'll go battle phase. And I'll
I know what you're doing.
Doma.
Yep, I knew it.
And I'll declare on the Hydrogeddon.
All right, so you go to the grave. I take the 200 plus the 16 then, right?
No, it's
the 200 difference or just the 16?
It's just 200.
Oh, right. Zone has to be destroyed for that.
Yeah.
Go off.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. I guess I'll do the only thing I can do, which is set.
You cooking something?
Not really. I just have an idea. It'd be good for content maybe, but I don't know if it'd be good for me. Do I do it? I'm gonna do it.
Okay. See what you got.
Battle phase.
Okay.
I'm gonna swing into Zoma.
It can't attack.
Oh shit! Right. Never mind. Damn it! I don't even get content out of it.
I thought you were like trying to like trigger like a quick play or something in battle or whatever.
No, I can't even get content, man. You're
Nope.
jeez. I was totally gonna take the hit too.
A big 18.
Yeah, half my life points. Why not? I guess I'm staying then.
All right. I will draw for turn. Stand
Now
by.
I'll take the 5.
Yep. And we'll go to main phase. Well, the way
You
that
can't
I
even metal and cook, even if it's just Kraft mac and cheese. Can't even let a man cook.
Yeah, I'll just step 1, and I will pass it back.
I mean, you could have crashed and gotten a cool 1,800 out of that, but
if you can't out the mask, I don't see the reason to do anything.
okay. Well, during the end phase, I'm going to activate Metal Reflect Slime.
No response.
Okay.
Okay.
Stand by 2 main.
Sure.
Stack. Yozanryu.
He's here.
Now we're going to activate my skill card. Cool. Cool. Oh, that's something. Which one's that one? The plus
1,000
1,000?
attack.
Yeah, plus 1,000. Ooh, do I want to kill myself? That'd be perfectly enough damage. Or...
God
Oh,
damn
that's
it.
the one I needed.
God damn it. That's the one.
Yes.
You suck.
Yes. Get rid of that Zoma.
You suck.
Oh, I love you. I'm going to go battle phase.
That's all right.
And I'm going to attempt to swing in for 3,100.
Unfortunately, I do have to take it.
Damn.
That was
son.
really close.
Damn. All right. With that, I'll pass to you.
I will draw. Stand by anything?
Nope.
All right, we'll go to main. And yeah. back to you. Back to you, bud.
The fuck? Okay. Stand by to main.
Sure.
I'm gonna normal summon Carbonedon.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All right. All right.
Let's do it. All right, bud. Game 3 is your choice.
Yeah. I still think second is the way to go for this.
Okay. All right. Activate.
All right. Some technical problems with Dueling Book again, but nothing that we can't handle.
Stand by 2 main.
Yep.
I'm going to start with a cool set and a cool set and pass to you.
I will draw. So stand by anything?
Nope.
Go to main. Let's activate Allure.
That is fine.
And let's banish the ninja. Let's start with a normal summon of Charging Gaia.
Oh, okay. So he's at 19 again?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. We'll use my skill.
This is looking a little bit like game 1.
Yeah. We'll use my skill. I'll buff him by 1.
Okay, so he's at 2,000.
Let's set a card.
Okay.
And we'll go battle.
Okay.
See what you got.
I have a Carbonetin.
All right. And I'll just pass it over.
Okay. Stand by to main.
Sure.
I want to do a set. Oh, that buff goes away.
Oh, that's
That
right.
token.
Thank you.
No problem.
There's just, so much happening on the board, It's just
I know.
so hard to keep track.
It reminds me of that one thing. I remember I had some of those old Battle City DVDs that had like 3 or 4 episodes on it.
Yeah.
Which was stupid because sometimes they split up the duels into different DVDs. Because I remember in the first one specifically, they had like a trailer promotion thing for the box set first season of Yu-Gi-Oh that you can buy now.
Okay.
And it was the voice actor who did Kaiba. He was in like 49 episodes.
That's 49 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Say what? 49 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh!
I hope he got paid good for that. So I'm going to start with a normal summon of Oxygeddon.
Okay.
Okay. Next, I'm going to activate the effect of Carbonetin. The second effect, anyway.
Sure.
To banish it, Kyozen Ryu. And after that, I think I'm gonna cook. As in, pass.
Oh. All right. Sure. Stand by anything.
Nope.
Let's go to main phase. Let's normal summon Breaker. Use the effect.
On summon?
Yes. Oop. I'll use the effect of my skill. I'll buff this by 1.
Okay.
And battle phase.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2, I'm assuming.
Yes. And we'll pass it there.
Okay. I'm gonna start by activating Metal Reflect Slime.
That is fine.
Okay. Next, I'm going to activate Soul Exchange on Metal Reflect Slime and your Gaia.
Okay.
Sack both them off. For Hyozan Ryu. Now, unfortunately, I do not get my battle this turn,
Correct.
so I will end my turn here.
All right. Let's draw. We'll go standby to main. Let's activate Mask. And we'll put it on this one, I guess. Doesn't really matter.
That's fine.
I'll set 1. I'll pass it back.
Okay. Stand by at you, main.
Sure.
I'm going to start with a set, and then I'm going to switch you to attack mode, and now I will activate my skill. So we have not helpful. Helpful. That's the bounce, right? Oxy?
It's
Yeah,
not
it's the
helpful
bounce.
because you have to destroy 1 face-up monster.
Oh, is it really? Damn.
Yep. Aha! I played around it.
That kind of helped you.
So that was 2.
That was 2.
Yeah.
Not
Aha!
helpful. Helpful. Not really.
No, not really.
Okay, that's fine. I'll battle.
Sure.
I'll go into your set here.
That is okay.
Okay. I'll end turn there.
Draw. Stand by anything?
Nope.
All right, we'll go to main phase. I'll activate a lure.
Fine.
Direct Ninja.
Okay.
Normal summon a breaker and use the effect.
All right, that's fine.
Can I? Okay. I'm just gonna set a card and pass it back.
Stand by to main.
Sure.
Maybe. There we go. Let's normal summon Hydrogeddon.
All right.
Then I'm going to proceed to the battle phase.
Sure.
So I am going to crash into the breaker.
That is okay.
Okay. I'll just attack with this Huos and Ryu.
On attack declaration, I'll activate final attack orders.
Okay.
Okay. And then in damage step, I'll activate shrink to cut your monster in half.
So he's 10,050.
Yeah. And so because the attack goes through, it causes it to flip it. And then because it gets flipped, final attack orders will switch it to attack.
The actual fuck.
Yeah. That was the ruling I had to look up. Does final attack orders flip a monster to attack if it's flipped from an attack?
I didn't expect that. A fucking Jesse Cotton level move here. Playing 4D chess on me.
I think that's too much praise.
I would have never thought of that.
Never. Jesse's on a whole other level, man. Guy's a goat.
With what we're equipped with right now, I would go out and on a limb and say that is the biggest big brain play we've seen in this whole series.
There's like a recording that you could see a replay at a YCS or some big tournament, and there was a kid in it, and they did a features match video, and it's Jesse doing like this huge elaborate combo in front of this kid, and there's like a moment where like the kid, I think it was like he lost the die roll, so like Jesse combos off going first, instantly wins the game. He chooses to go first. I think his turn was like a T set, and he passes back to Jesse, who
God.
Yeah, goes full combo, crushes this kid completely. It's so funny.
That's where Jesse should have put that. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
Yeah, I should have just milked it, did the whole Kaiba thing.
I don't let chumps like you into my tournament.
So
you shouldn't even be here.
We'll go standby. The effect of the mask will go through. I'll go to main phase. Fortunately for you, I still cannot out the card, but I can, however, do this and pass.
All right. Set and pass.
All right. I will draw. Standby phase. You'll take 1,000 and still can't do anything. I'll just pass.
I guess I'll do a normal summon. I'll pass there.
Sure. I'll draw. Yeah. Standby, you'll take another 1,000. I'll go to main phase. And yeah, there's still nothing I can do.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Wow. What'd you draw?
Floodgate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not gonna help.
I also had Floodgate set. That's a card I never expected to see played in this series.
Final attack orders?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was expecting it to maybe put in some more work, but I sided out one copy because I had it, I think, in game 2 or game 1, and it just wasn't relevant. It doesn't help that like your deck is trying to summon this guy very easily, and even without the buff, it's still 2100, which is not the easiest to get over with what I was playing.
But it's pretty shitty for a 2 tribute.
I mean, it's not too bad because of the skill card though, because it's like getting a potential pop every turn, your card's unaffected, buff it by 1,000, like those are all good things. And then like, yeah, they go at the bottom of the deck, but you're still in a way kind of like stacking it, so like you're not going to get to them right away, but if you keep doing that turn in turn out, like you're essentially stacking your entire deck. I thought it was interesting that like Oxygeddon being the main deck monster with like the worst effect, they kind of gave it a pretty decent thing to like why you want to see it with the skill card.
So I'm running 3 of all the monsters,
which makes sense,
just to make sure I can see them and then see them during the revealing skill.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then yeah, my traps were just like either get rid of your monster, make it not any part of the equation, or summon a monster to my field that's a wall in a different sense of the word, either a defensive wall or a physical like attack wall.
Right.
With Zoma.
Yeah.
Soul Exchange to, if I couldn't get access to Carbon Eden, I could use Soul Exchange to get your monsters. And then I sided out. Oh, I had an equip card. If you equip it to this card, it cannot be destroyed by battle, and it gains 1,000 attack.
Right.
So I had 3 of that game 1 to use on Heroes and Ryu. Never saw it, but I sided it out on game 2 for the Floodgate Trap Holes.
Which makes sense, because you know exactly what my deck is. It's like, I just want to summon a guy who has fairly big stats for a normal summon and just try to plow through. Again, I think it was cool that we got to try these decks out because of what skills that we landed on. I was not too much of a fan on my deck. I don't like this play style. It seems too reliant on like what kind of the cards that you draw and what your opponent is playing. I think your deck is really cool.
This is the first time I've ever played with the Heroes and Ryu. So
yeah, but it's like, what an interesting way to make this card playable is by giving it a skill card, and then like Carbon Nedon is just
Carbon Eden.
Yeah, it's like a custom card for
pretty much. It's pretty much designed solely for that.
Yeah.
The only other one I can think of is like Red Eyes Black Dragon off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Red Eyes Black Dragon is a 7-star or a dragon monster normal.
Yeah, this seems just like a FAMA card for someone who's just like, you know what, I had this card when I was a kid. Why don't they do something with it?
And you can tell too, like I know we just did the set where Hydro and Oxygen came from, but you can tell just by looking at it, it came way later. Just by looking at the artwork, it's a way later card.
Yeah, I don't know when this came out. If I had to guess, probably maybe like the XYZ era, perhaps. All right, guys, that's going to bring an end to this episode. Thanks again for watching. Again, help us out. Want to get seen through the algorithm on YouTube? Leave comments. We want to hear your feedback, potential new seasons, shows, ideas, gameplay, tech cards, stuff like that. Also, hit the subscribe button for more content just like this. Each week, we release the revision series and Too Fast, Too Duelists. And sometimes once a week, I release a Master Duel video.
Also, sorry for the delay in content. We mentioned it during revision series, but I was on vacation and we had a slow start getting back into things.
Yeah.
So we're getting back into it now.
We'll release it whenever we want. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll help us with the algorithm. Random sporadic uploads. Sure. That helps the channel grow.
All right, guys, that's going to end this. We'll see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.